back after a week's break from this runs. We decided to, instead of doing one run last week, we're coming back stronger with 3 runs this week. We should decide who the last 2 players will be to move on to the grand finals. With me, I have Lichman. Hello, Lichman.
Hello.
And our runners are already 11 minutes into looking at their board, which I will be showing on stream for you guys. So, what are your thoughts on this board, Lichman?
So we got some very scarce squares for like DLC 1 with just Denial there, so probably not gonna go there, and with Flying Feline Boots and Murakumo both require a lot of time for Shaded Woods, so I'm thinking our runners will not see those parts. Besides that, I think it's pretty open. They could go to Sinner, they could go to Mytha.
Yeah, for sure. There's also options there. There are at least two tiles here require you to kill a lord. But if you want to combine it with, for example, 7 bright bugs, then you also have to kill 2 lords regardless. Otherwise, you could combine the Sinner one and the kill the lord with Covenant of Champions to get 2 in 1. But yeah, there are also some things to keep in mind if you want to do that. For example, if you want to go for row 2, there's Obtain the Mirror Greatsword, but there's also in column 4, don't kill any NPCs and cannot do those 2 together because it requires killing Lucatiel. So there are some dangerous tile combinations to watch out for. And some pretty slow ones, as Lich mentions, especially like, for example, Denial here in column 2, which requires you to go to DLC, which I believe is the only one on the board here, actually.
Yeah, the only one that has to have you go there. Like Elizabeth Mushroom, you can get in there. You could parry Gang Squad if you really felt like it. You
Yeah,
get
and
them
it
done
could get an
faster.
extra few bright bugs in case you don't want to. Is that enough to not kill 2 lords? It's 3 or 2 bright bugs on the way to Gang Squad.
There are 2 there, so you buy like 2, you buy 3 after Rotten, and you pick up those 2.
Yeah. So that is an option if you were to go to DLC, but it doesn't really look like a good DLC board because of the lack of hard restrictions for DLC. There are some tiles as well that would require going to Seldora here if you want to get to the Murakumo. But I don't think that is such a great option because it's on column 2 and also row 5, which aren't the best lines to go for here, in my opinion.
Column 3, when you look at it, looks pretty interesting because it's a magic weapon. You can get like Dragon Rider's weapon, that's magic.
Yep.
Lost Sinner set, that's also in Bastille. Then Bastille has 3 parryable bosses in Ruin Sentinels, Gargoyles, and Sinner, all of those parryable. And then you can kill Pursuers for Twinkling Titanite.
Yep. Could do that. Does take some time to get as many as you need for +3. You need 6 Twinkling Titans. One of the pursuers are pretty slow, but the other 4 you could definitely do. And then get 2 more from other places, which shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, like the branch in Forest, and then 1 more from Macduff's chest, for example. It's 3 already.
Yeah, that also gives you a Twinkling Weapon that you can bring up, and it's a pretty decent weapon also if you choose to
Pretty
use
good,
that
yeah.
for the run. Since there's no requirement here to upgrade a normal weapon, you could conceivably just get the Craftsman's Hammer early and use that for the entirety of the run.
Craftsman's Hammer has been seen in some all bosses runs by Anskmaster. Craftsman's Hammer into Warped Sword. Looked pretty fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, good weapon.
So our runners are shortly coming up on their timer, so let's get them back in here and hear what they think. Yo Nick, yo Jeff, you guys are back live.
Okay.
So how are you feeling?
Okay.
Weird.
This board is tough.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to map out. I agree. There are some obviously lines that are better than others, but also some bad combinations and some pretty slow tiles in between there. Hopefully not on the diagonal necessarily.
Yeah, the thing I've noticed is that there's 2 very good lines that seem very fast, but they have conflicting squares. So you're gonna have to choose one of those.
Yeah.
And that's rough. That's rough.
But yeah, we won't squeeze out too many hints from you guys. We'll be blissfully unaware as you go along. So if you guys are ready, I can just count you down to start.
Just a second, guys. Just a second. I need
Yep.
to sort the window size. Just a minute.
Yep. And as soon as you're ready, just make
Yeah,
sure
I will
you
let
are
you guys
ready
know.
to click new game in the game.
Yeah, just a second.
Yes, and while we're waiting, just to mention that the winner of this round will go to face the losers of the winners final tomorrow. So that will decide the second player to be going to grand finals. Winners final tomorrow will be Lichpan versus Pseudo Stripey. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, okay. I'm ready.
All right, Jeff, will you go into the start menu? So we're ready to hit new game.
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so confident. Try and
Alright.
stop me. I'm so ready.
Yeah, good luck, both of you guys.
Thanks.
Expecting to see a pretty cool run here with some interesting decisions. So, if you're ready to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Like,
Thanks. Good luck,
may the
Jeff.
best man win.
All right, our runners are back out of this channel, and we can turn their audio on, and we'll see. I'm actually not entirely sure what class they'll start with here. We might see Knight, we might see something like... I don't think it's super heavy on any starting items necessarily, so maybe just starting something like Explorer for some buffs is also an option.
Maybe. Yeah. I feel like usually Explorer is more the nitpicky class where you go like,
It is
yeah,
pretty
really gotta save
nitpicky,
those
but if you
5.
want to go, for example, Rapier after doing Force, just at least have some decks already into it, etc. More than some classes, so it's not too far off from most builds, and the added ooze is pretty decent.
And I
Oh,
see
Nikki,
both runners have 10 life gems, so I assume they both started the Sedic. We're both pretty fast in their set
yeah.
creation.
So we see Bandit here, and Knight on the mixed side. Knight's also pretty popular choice for bingo, but I'm guessing here that Jeff is going with Bandit, so he can start early Rapier.
Jeff out on his adventure here already to complete the 3 fog walls from behind, I assume.
Yeah, either that, or maybe he also wants to do this. Was there a change nature? There's a change nature in the bottom left corner. He might be going for that early, but I guess this path wouldn't be the best choice. No, I suppose it is, since you're not going to the birds for trading. Sneak hair, guessing he grabbed the Bino as he did the Bino jump.
Gonna be interesting if Jeff is gonna do both here, because I feel like if you want to do both, it's not necessarily faster to do it on the way. But if you just do this one and get the other 2 somewhere else, it's a really good thing, because it's literally on the way.
See. Yeah, I think he is going for... No, it's not going to change nature. Looks like it was going for the jump there first, but yeah, he just wanted the fog gates.
Yes,
Get those out of the way early.
So the
Nick is
other
either
option...
not going for that, or he's planning to just go back to get them later. It's not far from a bonfire, so it doesn't matter too much whether you do them early or not.
I think if he was going to go for that later, he would have knocked down the ladder near the bird's nest.
Probably. Ooh,
So...
Jeff's screen froze there for a bit. Hopefully we'll get it back if I refresh it.
So the other options that Jeff has for that are in the gutter, just before the final drops, and before Mytha for the second bonfire, as well as forest when you do bomb wall.
Yeah, so Baptiste was asking, is toggling allowed? He's specifically referring to FPS toggling. That's something you can do for certain skips, and also some, for example, the cart soul at the very beginning is much easier to do at somewhere between like 20 and 30 FPS rather than 60. Exactly why that happens, I'm kind of unsure. I think it has to, because it affects the animation slightly, might help to trigger the pickup before you get squeezed back out. Alright, so Nick here picking up the buckler, definitely going to parry some bosses. and likely
I
already doing
wonder-
that on Pursuer.
I wonder if they're going to go for Old Dragon Slayer as their first boss, anyone.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like they're working for that right now, at least on this side. But
I think
yeah.
Jeff could be doing it. Some strat that was quote unquote found recently was if you have a bow from Bandit, for example, you can shoot a Hide Knight and cheese the enemies that way and have them not aggro on you. When you quit
Oh.
out.
We were dropping some frames.
Oh, nice.
But we should be back. Let me see if we can adjust that slightly.
Ooh, Nick might
Alright.
be going for it. He picked up Witching Urns. Ah, is he? Nah, he just wants Witching Urns. Maybe for consumable skill.
Yeah. Could be. It's consumable skills, it kind of varies what you would go for. You might do a early boss with not that much health and just use fire bombs and witching urns, or you could do it a bit later and use gunfights.
Yeah. That's definitely nice. So Dungpie is toxic, really good in this game, dealing 1500 damage roughly.
Yeah.
Usually 3 Dungpies are enough to toxic a boss.
Yeah.
Or a real game boss.
So Nick here on his way to Last Giant by the looks of it, so I'm guessing he wants, definitely want to do Old Dragon Slayer first. How does the rest of the line look actually for that one? Let me see here. I mean, the Elizabeth Mushroom is kind of one you would have to be invented to figure out there. And Bellkeepers would require you to do gargoyles if you want to do the column, at least. But the row is also kind of bad for the feline boots, so they might
the
just
row is
skip both the row and the column there.
Looks like it. So what do they have left? They could do either row 2 or column 4. And one of those possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least Jeff is going for row 2. For the row 1, row 2. I'm not sure after that. Maybe column 2 with... No, that's DLC.
Both diagonals are borderline viable.
Yeah, I think Jeff might do row 1, row 2, column 3, bottom left, top right diagonal.
Nick with some really nice Bino cancels here. Let's go, Nick.
Yeah. That is slightly faster DPS than if you were to two-hand the broadsword.
Yep, also gives you a better maneuverability.
Yeah. Easier to strafe all the his stomp than if you were to stand out doing two-handed hits. It also means the reason it is faster, even though hits with one-handed is less damage, is that when you cancel with binos, not only is the animation kind of short, but you also start recovering stamina as soon as you hit the binos, basically. So stamina consumption will also be considerably less over the number of hits you do.
Also weird mechanic of Dark Souls 2, follow-up attacks deal roughly 7% less damage than the first attacks, and he only does first attacks this way.
That is also true. But yeah,
31
weapons.
fire bombs from Jeff here, that's enough.
Yeah, that should be enough to kill us. I'm guessing we might just do it on LG to begin with.
Yep, no, it's a good one for it.
Also dropping down to do the Fogate from behind, which Nick also did. So I'm not sure Nick has another plan or if it's going back to Think Betwixt in the end for 2 more.
Probably will. Yeah, he might do just those 2. Because what you end up doing if you do the other one, you're stuck inside the place with a basilisk, where you normally unpetrify the guy, but because you're not unpetrifying him...
Nick too far right.
Ooh.
Parry to do the ballista kill, that's not great. Oh, he's gonna try to recover it since the ballista is still not broken. He is quite far from the ballista,
He's
right?
pretty far, yeah.
Oh, he sidestepped into the range. That's so lucky. Oh, that's so lucky for Nick. I had such a rough time when I did the same thing here, basically, with a roll where I just stopped slightly too far forwards. I could not get him into range again, but Nick got very lucky there. That's not something I expected to happen.
So either Jeff is not going for the parries, or he doesn't want to parry Dragon Rider. He has different plans.
Yeah. If only you could parry last giant stops. That would be fun.
That seems ambitious.
I mean, you can parry well slash hammer. How different is it?
It's true.
Alright, so Jeff here fighting last giant with the fire bombs as expected. Can luckily outrange most of the stumps there. Didn't really have to dodge that one, but yeah, the splash damage is hard to judge sometimes on that stomp. Besides
The
it
damage
takes a
is
lot.
actually not too bad here. It's more than 82. 82 is just the
Yeah.
AoE damage on it.
Yeah, so some items and also for example, lightning spear hit twice, one with like a direct hit and another with like a splash damage afterwards. And when you do the direct hit, you only see the damage number from the second splash hit.
It should be around 180
So,
damage.
Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe two. I think it's above 200, but I'm not sure. The splash damage is usually considerably less than the direct hit. Yeah, Jeff here done with LG. I hope he had a. Ooh, he's dark signing with 4,800 souls.
Interesting.
Hopefully, it's not
What's
two
the
title
life
souls.
chance?
Did he not get Riverbone?
I cannot imagine a bingo where you don't get Riverbone unless you can't
Yeah.
use bones and
Did he
can't use
use
souls.
Riverbone already? I'm not sure.
I don't think he did. Maybe he just really didn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, unsure about that one. I think the stream lagged for a bit when he did, so.
Oh yeah,
couldn't
maybe.
tell. Alright, Nick here is done with ranked up. I didn't see if he upgraded his weapon or not. I guess he would be missing Planet Shard. So, but he is opting to not talk to Leningrad. So, is he gonna pick up a shard here somewhere? Isn't there a shard in 4 somewhere? I don't think he got that though.
Probably, but not very nearby.
Yeah. I think if I did this combination of tiles, I would probably pick up the Titan Shard behind Mullen. Yeah, so we see the players here unfortunately not very used to parrying Pursuer for a quick kill. Oh, Jeff is also doing parries with the axe. It's not very good.
Let's go. He got the hand
It's
axe
actually
parry.
not the worst parry animation. I preferred over Fist, but it's not something I would
Yeah, it's better
be
than
very
Fist.
comfortable doing on on Pursuer.
Definitely would get the buckler. Or
Yeah.
even better, the shield on the way to Dragon Rider. That one's really good.
The unfortunate side of getting the buckler is, as we saw with Nick earlier, is the enemies are considerably more annoying. Ooh, Jeff here taking a death. Colgate, that's very unfortunate. So yeah, Dark Souls 2, unlike Dark Souls 1 and 3, doesn't reset enemy positions, although it does reset aggro for enemies as you quit out. But unfortunately, usually they will be following you up until the point you quit out, so they'll see you immediately and re-aggro. So he had like 4 Royal Soldiers behind him. But yeah, luckily not the longest run back, and he did have to reset the boss fight anyways to get the proper positioning for Pursuer Quick Kill, or Pursuer Ballistic Kill.
So I guess Nick just wants to have a bit more of the arena for consumables, Dragon Rider.
Seems like it. Not something I usually go with, for in European kills. Oh, Jeff having some
Yeah, you
issues with
cannot do
Pursuer.
that anymore if you're on the second
Oh yeah,
attempt.
the ballista does not come back if you quit out, does it? Or maybe it does. I'm not entirely sure.
Right. You just usually don't do it because you get gangbanged by the hotlines.
Alright, Nick here doing a parry on Dragon Rider, and we are having some issues again.
A little worried.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Didn't happen once. Fantastic.
It got just
Alright,
got
we're back.
re-elected. Nice. Going with the roll strat here, safer. Ooh, missed the roll because he's banded.
Yeah, so Bandit only has 3 ADP, I believe. From the start. It's not worth. Didn't Jeff already do the parry? What? Oh, he's doing the parry because the rolls strat won't be so easy now. Very rough start for Jeff. Unfortunate. Yeah, we see the sad emoji here in chat. Not feeling too good about his chances, unfortunately.
I think also
What?
ball twitching. It's okay.
Yeah. But we
Exactly.
hope Jeff will pick it back up. Maybe he can do some insane
Hero.
skips to pick the pace back up. Ooh,
Still
Nick's doing
only one
some,
game.
shielding here. Yeah, for sure. Alright, and this should be able to get through this now. He does. Very good. And he does not start with as good of a weapon as Nick does. So we'll see what he opts to do here. As we mentioned before, one option would be to just get the Craftsman's Hammer and upgrade that pretty early on. You can get it to +1, which is about as good as, for example, Mace +3, I think, in terms
Yeah.
of raw damage output. Would need some levels though.
Yeah, 10 strength, 10 dex to be able to use that, but it's worth it usually. As bandit, you I think only need to, you only need to level 1 strength and then you're good for that. Nick making his way into the gutter here. Let's see what he's going.
Playing some alluring skulls.
Yeah, don't buy max everything. Don't pull up pseudo.
Yeah. No,
Spend
10. Come
9,000
on.
souls. You spend 9,000
up,
souls on
Barrow.
something that you don't need, and you're out of souls, and you need to level later on, and you just.
Ah, it's fine. He has 4,800
Blast.
more souls than Jeff. From not losing any. Or at least I don't think Jeff lost extra souls on Pursuer since he died there twice.
Yeah,
But,
he did have some souls when he killed him.
Beautiful barrel by Jeff. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter for this game. It still has the chance of not exploding, no matter how perfect it looks.
So good.
I was basically perfect angle for the barrel, but yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah, Craftsman's Hammer action here for Jeff.
Yeah. So to
Or
get
at
the
least
Craftsman's
one
Hammer,
thing.
you have to light this torch to get the Macduff to move. Otherwise, he will be sitting on the metal chest that contains it. Meanwhile, Nick here is making his way to the gulch now. Likely to kill the Rotten. And is there anything else in the gulch that would be interesting here? He might be going for the fog gate on the way here. Is an option to do from behind. Since Nick only has 1 fog gate so far. I guess Jeff technically has 3 already, doesn't he? He could have checked that off in
Jeff has
Forest.
2.
Didn't he do 2? No, he didn't do the second one in
Yeah.
Betwixt. True. He's probably also going for the gutter one then.
And that's what I would do as well if I went
Yeah,
to the
that
gutter.
makes more sense. I guess you can't actually make it out from the... Oh, Nick getting Jeff jump here. Let's go, Nick.
Let's go, Nick.
That is a very tricky jump, very precise. And if you fail it, you die.
Save
So
9
going
seconds.
for that in bingo is is pretty risky.
That's pretty swag.
Especially considering 9 seconds time save in bingo. It's not that huge. All things considered.
But if Jeff doesn't do Jeff jump and Nick does do Jeff jump, I think Nick just auto wins.
True. trying to refresh Jeff again here. Here we go. Having some issues with Jeff's stream, unfortunately. I think it might be on his end.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That looks of it.
Try one more refresh just in case it makes it faster. No, that ended in the same spot. So hopefully he will be coming back shortly. But for all intents and purposes, we kind of know the requirements for finishing this run. So cheating is difficult.
Nice, I keep refreshing a stream and I get 1 second every time.
Yeah, I just replayed the same second.
No, it's actually plus
hopefully-
1 second.
Wait, that's odd.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. Yeah, it is 1 second later than last time I refreshed it. That's true.
Then we can focus on Nick a bit. Is it? No?
Yeah. Luckily we still have.
Let's
Nick
see.
for the group
Oh,
here.
yes. Nick going for the optimal bingo level up here. 28 vigor.
Oh,
Everything
let's go.
into that. Don't care about damage. Don't care about endurance. You want to get that health bar nice and large so that you can trade hits, you can play risky, and you don't die to inconsistencies of doing some mean things.
Yeah, the only thing you really have to be careful then if you get that much vigor is you have to know that you actually can afford the souls, because I've gone like 31 vigor at some point and completely ran out of souls for stuff later on. They do need to, if they're going for the Moonlight kill a boss with a butterfly set, they do need quite a few souls for that. That is 15k plus 10k for one of the pieces. So, but one boss kill should be enough for that, especially Rotten or for example, yes, I think Sentinels should also give you enough with the added soul to pop.
I almost want to believe they're not going for that because nobody has any early game bosses
I'm not
left
sure.
on
They
the
haven't
way.
done. Well, no, I think the Nick is because he did just join Combat Champions. Unless he's doing that just for column 2.
Yeah,
which
yeah, I guess. Yeah, he would not do column 2. Yeah, you're right. Interesting.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he must
since
have some
Denial
bonus
is on column
plus.
2, so he's probably doing that specifically for all.
And before Nick just drops down and goes to kill the giants with his broadsword, smacks at them, kills both, goes into DLC,
I'll
Giga
try
Chat.
and ping Jeff here to see if there's an. Oh, no, it got slightly further this time, but maybe he's just dropping 90% of his frames. Actually, could you just jump into him and have him maybe check
Yep.
while he runs, so he's not interrupted too much? Oh, he is actually just barely back now. So, but yeah, it would probably be beneficial to reduce the bit rate, but that would take some time, and he does need to catch up on Nick's lead. So I think we'll live with some drop frames here. They are quite a bit out of sync though. Let's see if I can catch this up a little bit. And we have a black screen. I should not have done that.
Alright, so I had a conversation with him for like 20 seconds where he asked me if it's visible at all. I told him it is again, but for 4 minutes before that not, and then he was gone.
Yeah, yeah, we did get a few frames there, and now it's a black screen again.
Stream offline now.
Yeah, we'll refresh that one intermittently, but hopefully he can fix that somewhat without losing too much time.
Nick
Nick
spending
here,
souls here
yeah.
to be able to buy the butterfly set.
You also need to burn an aesthetic for the butterfly sets to be available. So just something to do that here as well.
Yeah, for 3 pieces.
If you want to be really swaggy, you could burn an aesthetic while warping out, but the timing is kinda tight. Not something I would go for, because especially because the risk is you lose the aesthetic without getting the effect.
People usually don't even do it in their rotten any percent
Yeah.
runs.
I mean, Nick does go for that when he did run. I don't
That's
remember
cool.
if it was 4 rotten or 5 rotten, but
I mean, if you have spare aesthetics, you could go for it for swag.
yeah. So
Nicely pants.
Nick here leaving the Covenant after killing Rotten while in it. Unfortunately, being in the Covenant doesn't really give you any more rewards for killing the
Oh,
bosses.
Jeff's back.
Yeah.
Alright, Jeff jumped ahead in time and oh, it's gone again.
Yep. Should not have said anything. Oh, back. Oh. He's thinking.
We're just gonna accept that Jeff is
Yeah.
not having a good time.
You know, as a huge crisis now in the UK with the heat wave coming on. So maybe they've just choked the entire internet of the country to save energy. Good strat. Or they just have poor internet. You know, that's possible too.
Camped out there for a second.
Nick here heading to Huntsman Cops. Main reason going here would be to get to Harvest Valley eventually.
Get a magic weapon on the way
Yep.
to Skeleton Lords.
Go to get the magic mace, that's true.
And he probably goes for top right, bottom left, so feeds a covetous demon, and you can also parry Skeleton Lords and have that count.
Yes. Fortunately, an upgraded magic weapon mace is not that great for Skeleton Lords. You do need a few extra hits. Like 2 hits for most skeletons. Probably like 4 hits, I think, for the big boy skeletons.
Yeah, some background on how that actually works. Normally a mace is really good on Skeleton Lords because it deals a lot of strike damage. However, if you infuse it with magic in this case, you lose some of that strike property. If you have a magic mace, the magic damage is actually magic damage. Makes sense. So they're not that weak to magic and they're really weak to strike, so you actually lose damage infusing it.
Yeah. So even though bigger number often better, it doesn't matter where that number is.
Interesting though, what we didn't see, Jeff made his way to Shaded Woods. So that could either mean flying feline boots or Murakumo. Or both.
That's true. If he's going for the Murakumo, I would expect him to go for row 5 though, but we did see him turn around instead of going towards Change Nature of Your Being. So I'm not entirely sure what he's going for here.
Yeah, maybe it's just for the feline boots and he didn't want to go to Covetous, maybe.
Could be, but bottom left, top right diagonal could be an option. Especially
Yeah,
when
it's
they're already doing mid column and row 2, both of them.
Oh, however,
And
Jeff...
he did not. Did he speak to? Yeah, he does have.
Yeah, he has a
rapier.
rapier.
He has spoken to Leningrass. He cannot go for that diagonal anymore.
And that's rough not feeding a Covetous demon because row 1 is good, column 5 was okay,
Yeah,
and the diagonal
that
also
is
good.
true. Has he killed Rotten yet? Could he be going for a DLC run? Getting a mushroom there as well, maybe?
He could... How likely is it? Not 0. Not 0 likely.
Right, so Nick here is killing Skeleton Lords with the Magic Mace. Let's see, it does take 2 hits on...
Yeah, these ones are
On
definitely
Will.
2. Yeah, everything is 2 hits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure also the armored skeletons, which, funnily enough, take less damage than... they die from less damage than the unarmored skeletons, because reasons. But,
I believe that's wrong.
they do vanilla. Or maybe it's the type of damage, maybe they have less dark defensive.
That could be it, but for strike it's I think bone wheels and armored skeletons both have 300 HP and normal skeletons 260.
Interesting.
Actually, they might be a bit less, the armored ones. Maybe they're 280.
The normal ones do also shield a lot though, so we're having a fun time with them here.
Oh, maybe I'm just tricking. Maybe it was 260, 240. I think I'm just tricking.
Jeff already finished first one. Yeah, while we couldn't see him, he just raced on ahead, did Freya, you know, and just did a lot of extra stuff for souls. And oh, we are getting some frames from him again.
Nice slideshow, Jeff.
He's on his way to
He's
gutter.
just at the cutter all of a sudden. It's really
Yeah. Last we saw him was in Shaded Ruins, just barely entering, and was in the gutter.
Now, comparatively to a Nick, Jeff's health bar looking real small here. Really small
Yeah.
health bar.
Oh, will we see the Jeff jump? Did we manage to refresh the stream just in time for Jeff jump? Getting one twinkling here. It's awesome branch. Ah, no Jeff jump. That was the decider, unfortunately. No way back from this now.
You could still do it.
Oh, he's getting the pyro glove. Why?
Maybe he wants Rotpine resin
Maybe.
and doesn't know where the other one is.
Yeah, because this is 1 and the other is 3 or something.
No, they're both 3.
Okay.
Ah, not doing Jeff jump. Jeff! Yeah, GG to Nick. Next race. It's over. I'm kidding, obviously.
Yeah. So, I'm doubting Nick is gonna spend enough souls on Kulan to... Is he? No. If you spend like, is it 20k or something, you can get a Twinkling Titanite from Kulan.
To test this, I was a bit lazy. I know that 35k is enough. Something equal or less.
Oh, was it 35? Oh, maybe.
No, it could be 25. I really don't know.
Yeah, it is a fair amount of souls at least. Ooh, Jeff dying here while trying to get the Idle Lance. This dude is actually very strong, especially since Jeff doesn't appear to have leveled vigor, or is leveled just a couple.
Yeah, I don't know if you can kill the Hide Knight like at all, if it's possible.
He was trying to use the Rotten Pine Resin for extra damage. I probably at this health and damage maybe get a couple Dung Pies and then go back for him.
That's what I
As
like
an
doing.
option.
Okay, Jeff, Nick failing to kill every single lizard here because he does not have a strike weapon. Strike weapon is good for that. Maybe didn't want to use a mace. Again, magic
His
mace. Same
broadsword
principle.
might already be +6. I think he's just opting for thinking he will kill faster. I think the only strike weapon he has is the magic mace.
Better. Running instead.
Might want to opt for jump. He was pretty close to killing with an R2. I can't remember.
Fortunately,
Jump
close
attack
is not enough.
slightly more. No. Jeff here,
The
having a very
struggle.
scary fight with the ID 90. Oh, is he trying to get him into the range? Oh no, that 3-hit combo is so rough. Nick getting a bit tilted by the lizards on the other side here. We see it as like the camera shake and, and
Oh,
the
the
feet
run
shuffling.
Struggling.
This is fine. Yeah, that one of the lizards keep running down into the hole. I'm
Magic
the
mace.
hole would break.
Oh, no, yes,
He
maybe,
does
missed
still
it.
have a witching.
Okay, so what he's supposed to do is run, hold the W key, hold the W key really fast, or push your control stick forward, and then press the R1 button twice with the mace.
Yep.
And that staggers the lizard and you just kill him.
Oh, jump attack is also barely enough. It was slightly more than the arc. I mean, with a buff, that would be enough. Oh, Jeff having very
You got
rough time with the
one.
Hide Knight.
Okay,
Oh,
so
this is painful.
The question is, why is it? Oh, he wants the 6 lizards. Oh no, he has to kill
Yeah.
all the 3. Oh no!
Wait,
Yeah, I
he's...
just see that happen.
Oh yeah, because he's doing column 4. Well, yeah, it's not the worst column, but 6 lizards is pretty slow. Everything else on that column is good though. But he will also have to go for the Hiding Knight eventually, but it does have some more damage output than me. Oh wait, the lizard died there?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
he plunged
second
it.
one.
I thought he died
Oh, no,
to
yeah.
poison for a sec, so I got confused.
No, the second jump attack connected.
Oh, okay.
Firebombs? No firebombs. Got it. Let's go, Jeff.
Let's go.
Life goal achieved. He doesn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah. That does get him the Highlands. What did Nick just upgrade to? Did he just grab that one chunk in Power Scully and get +7?
Nope.
I only saw him upgrade once.
Yeah, he just got +6.
Oh. Oh, he didn't buy shards for +6.
Yeah, I gotta get that 28 vigor, man.
Yeah.
So tight.
Probably not the way I would have gone about it, but you go, Nick.
I mean,
Especially
buying
because
3
+6
Tremor.
early would have made him one-shot those lizards.
Oh yeah, that is true.
He would have
I was
spent
gonna
like 3
say
minutes left there.
+6 over +5, not the biggest difference, but yeah, in this case. It's fun.
I mean, he couldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, no. Oh, ring at risk. Danger.
Alright, so Jeff is finally making his way towards Rotten. And I think we'll finally get to... Why was he gonna quit out there? Oh, he wants to quit out for the invader?
He wants to,
Oh,
yeah, he wants
the
to set up
DC
the
key.
cooldown.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he is
definitely
going the
goes
SC,
to
let's
them.
go.
Yeah.
Did he pick up down flanks?
I'm not sure. Those are pretty fast, but I definitely could have missed it.
Jeff's doing some wild things here.
Yeah, some more R1 Bino cancels
It's nice.
on this side.
No
He will
res.
have to fight 2 Sentinels for a little bit because slash damage is not great on these guys.
Yeah, no Brightbug, no resin here. That's
Yeah.
rough. And no strike weapon. So Craftsman are really good here as well. You can pick it up, you can upgrade it with its own Twinkling Titanite you get.
Yeah,
And you destroy these guys.
yeah, so that would actually... I mean, it does take some time to both light the torch, move back, open the chest, and potentially upgrade it as well. But this fight alone would pretty much nullify that time loss, I think.
I agree.
And be confident.
But he remembered the parry. That is something that I'm really struggling with. Remembering to
Did
parry
he
things.
parry? If so, he would have parried the first one, but I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I parried the second one.
Okay,
When you remembered.
so that is
I remember.
on 3 parries done so far from Nick, I think.
Is it 3?
Or
Yeah,
did
it's
he not
3.
do Dragon Ride? Yeah, he did do Dragon Ride.
Did he do Skeleton
Yeah.
Lords?
Is he fought Skeleton Lord? Oh.
Yeah, Nick has done
Yeah,
Skeleton
he was in that, yeah. I don't
Any
remember.
rememberers? Any attention payers if Nick has parried Skeleton Lords?
Any eye users?
Let us know in the chat.
So it's either a 3 or 4. I'm not entirely sure what.
No, Fuja, it's fine. I
We
expect
can ask
Nick to
him.
just go and parry something else.
Who did, Oh, it's getting even more vigor. 40 vigor.
Oh,
Let's
he's
go, Nick.
going for a level 69.
Oh yeah, he's just pumping vigor to just go straight to 69 without having to respec.
me check some stats on that.
He
So I can
does
give you
still need
accurate
quite a
number.
few souls from that, though. But he might be going for... Yeah, row 2 requires him to kill a sinner. That is a good chunk of souls. Should probably get him 6 or 8 more levels, I think, at this point. He does need quite a lot more, though.
Yeah, so you need a total of 203k souls just to get Vigor to 69 as Knight.
Yeah, but he also... Didn't he just put into something else, too?
Yeah, he did. So he might want to grab a Soul Vessel on the way to Simmer.
Yeah.
He can parry Gargoyles here, so if he parries those, we know he's good. All Keepers.
I've never really parried them.
Any jump can? Ah, no jump cancelers. Well, parrying Gargoyles is pretty fine. Maybe I just...
Yeah, I just think it's just that you usually have 2 of them at the same time, so like the...
Oh yeah, with the broadsword.
the parry downtime you get is not really beneficial. For
Yeah, no, you don't
any
get
other
anything
category.
from
For example, like Old Patch, if you were to parry them in that cast. But in Old Patch, you have a really risky YOLO strat for them that, well, it honestly isn't that bad. So. We are having a slideshow again at Jeff, unfortunately. It's picking up slightly again.
Yeah, Maestro is kind of working, so he's currently using a first Lockstone to get a Twinkling Titanite and a Famed Stone.
Interesting.
So
Has
that's
he
probably how he
not
wants to get his
used the
magic weapon.
Yeah. Does he want to just make magic rapier?
Maybe, yeah, magic something, he just won't go into Huntsman's Corpse, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an interesting route. Definitely viable.
Yeah, I was not aware of that chest at all.
No, it's really good to know because it's also an extra infusion if you need that.
Yep. Ooh.
And the Twinkling Titan.
Ooh, Nick having a bit of a rough fight here. Oh, he just doesn't want to kill them. He just wants to...
Really good out.
I mean, he could have gone from bottom right to top left diagonal. If he just chose... No, you don't need to kill them to join them. Yeah, there's no reason to kill the gargoyles here.
The only reason would be for 7 Brightbacks.
Yeah, you're gonna get the ones, but they are... You spend some time also picking them up. It's a very long ladder.
Yes, if you're going for that, you're also killing Sinner, and he's already killed Rotten. So you can just buy them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he has used 0 so far, so he's not going for it.
Yeah, keep in mind too that it's not just buy 7 Brightbugs, it's also use them, which isn't a big deal. You can stack them, kind of. Well, they don't do anything, but yeah, you're not prevented from using another one when you have the effect of one Brightbug active.
I made the square smile. Magic Rapier, here we go.
So let's go.
Did you see the upgrade
rare
level, by the way?
No, I did not.
Did you see
At this point, we should
anything, by the
probably
way?
have-
The slideshow? Probably.
No, it just got back now in Bastille. And it stopped again. Now it's just chilling there with the menu.
Covetous Demon eating here?
Yeah,
Yep, eating, yep.
having a little snack. It's unfortunate to get the feed Covetous Demon if you, for example, cannot use a bow, but Nick here used an iron arrow to break the pot and get a hollow to fall down. Otherwise, an option for feed Covetous Demon is also to be bitten yourself, but it's very RNG heavy to get that attack.
Another option for this square is to get 1 million soul memory, enter DLC 3, and
Do it
get the white
yeah,
Covetous Demon.
yeah,
Let's
that
go
only takes
A
like an
Covetous
extra 15-20 minutes or something.
Yeah, no.
Fine.
You also need the key from Drangley Castle. Oh, what is happening to Jeff? That is not looking healthy. He did not kill the mummy on the way. Oh, the mummy's killing Lucatel for him. Let's go.
Oh.
Don't know how far behind I am on commentary.
Unfortunately, Jeff does not have 40 vigor. No, you're in the right place, I think.
But he knows how to parry her. I've seen him parry her. Unfortunately, she's not fun.
Yeah. So Lucatil is one of those enemies that usually like it's pretty easy to get her on the first parry, but any follow-up attack after that is complete gamble. Wait, he does get the
Divine
kill?
Blessing. Ah, that's a good strat from Nick. He killed the lizard and now he burns an ascetic and kills it again. Not necessarily necessary because there was one with skeleton lords, but
Also,
I don't even think
that
it's over.
does bring back Nick's nemesis of two-shotting lizards.
Oh no.
But he
This
does
one's
get
fine.
it. Yeah.
He has to be fine. Yeah.
Luckily, all the lizards he dealt with here are very close to bonfires too, so that's not a long run back if you fail it. Unlike if you were to do, for example, a lizard on the way to, like, this is not an option for bingo, but some lizards, like the one on the way to Grand Lake, is very far from any bonfire, and quitting out does not respawn them.
Yeah, I'm missing that one hard. It's also 3 chunks and a slab if you missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick is taking an adventure to see his friend Last Giant again.
Oh, he's gonna kill the last giant with poison from butterflies. So
That
he
is
does have
cool.
considerably more HP at medium plus, but how many poisons will that take?
I think it's at least 4, probably 5.
Yeah.
So still faster than if you were to go to Flexile or Dragon Slayer. Definitely a better option. So like that routing, pretty good.
Yeah, because it will also take. I mean, it would take 3 on flight. Or would it just barely take 4?
It's 3 on all the other ones.
Yeah. But it's a long way to get there.
Yeah, and he gets to get the slightly faster lizard with this. Pretty cool. So what is Nick going for here? Let's see.
Yeah, so he's definitely doing row 1. I'm pretty sure it's in goal 4. He doesn't have the. He has the 6 lizards now, right? No, it has 5. Or does he have 6?
Yeah, 6 now, I think.
Yeah. So he just needs the Highlands, that column. He is going bottom left to top right diagonal, I think. Like he has 4 of them. I hope I hope he knows that. I definitely have missed that. I've done like 3 or 4 of the diagonal before, so.
What's the last one he's going for? Oh yeah, top. Yeah, both diagonals. Yeah.
Oh, and if he's doing that, change nature being. Oh, he's probably just doing change nature being with the branch instead of doing the jump. Maybe he just didn't want to do the 20 flash jump. That's why he's going back later.
Can't blame him. Jeff, by the way, disconnected from his board, so we don't actually know what he has done so far.
Ooh. Nick unfortunately doing a bit too many taunts on last giant here during the fight. Oh, he's going for another one.
This is actually the easiest thing you can do, killing something with butterfly side. You just stand there, yeah.
Yeah.
Time to heal.
Scraping a lot of bosses is not that rough when you don't have to do attacks yourself.
Oh, Jeff maybe reconnected. Wait, has Jeff killed Ruined Sentinels and marked that?
I don't know. Only his weight. No, he's not killed Ruined Sentinels. At least if.
I mean, he's marked it. Has he killed anything?
Oh, he has marked
else?
it. I guess. Okay, we should probably refresh his stream. He is a few minutes behind on the timer, so probably just some. No, I'm still getting the same frames. So we might somehow just be a few minutes delayed from his actual.
Yeah, I mean, they
output
started
there.
their timer at the same time, and there's no way his timer had internet issues, so I guess the stream is just 4 minutes behind entirely on his
Yeah,
end.
unless he uses arcane alone and Nick uses arcane. But that wouldn't be this big of a time difference, regardless. Even though he's died a few times.
Yeah, Nick also had some. Oh no, he ran back. So yeah.
Nick killing the royal soldier here. Not sure whether that was for the effigy or the skull.
I think most people kill him because he's in the way. You can bait him, but I think they're used to
Yeah.
one-shotting him.
Sure.
Nick
Nick
ending his
almost
last
done.
giant fight there. Last poison cycle should be barely 1200-ish damage per poison. Also pretty good.
There we go. What a fight.
Nice, nice.
Alright, so we see Nick here has left. I'm not entirely sure he's planning to do row 2. I'm actually guessing maybe not.
No,
But
no, Nick is doing row 1, column 4, and both diagonals.
oh, he's doing both diagonals, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So he's gonna get the 3 fogates from behind when he does change nature of being. He needs a soul vessel. Have you seen a soul level there by chance?
But will he do Fogget from behind if he... Well, we'll see if he uses the branch or not there. I mean, doing that from behind now is a time consumption that he could have avoided, I suppose, but... Unless he just does the first Fogate and then drops down to use the branch after all. I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's used 2 Fogates already. From behind.
Maybe?
No, has he done the gutter one? Is he going to do that now? I guess Nick might just have done the forest one.
Check a soul level
behind.
clipping this. Nice to clip feature upward.
Crash Jeff here. Nick here going to kill the High Knight. Jeff had some difficulties with it. Luckily, Nick has 40 vigor, so he would already have been dead there if he had the base vigor from Jeff.
Okay, so with the soul vessel, Nick still needs 4 more levels to get to 69.
Okay. Has he killed Sinner yet?
No, I think
No,
that's
he's
just
not
impossible for
going
Nick.
to. Yeah, he's not going to actually.
So one level being 6.6k souls at the
He
moment.
might have a fair bit of souls that he hasn't popped though. I'm not entirely sure about that. It would not be 4 levels worth at this point, so what else could he do here?
It is always a gamble when you go for that. If you don't have your souls mapped out properly, like you need at least 2 lords or 1 lord and ruined sentinels and then something.
He's probably going here to kill Pursuer again.
Oh wait, is it
That
56 that he has? Am I literally blind?
57, I believe.
Ooh, okay, then he's really low. I mean, like
Pursuer
his
again
soul
is
level.
like 40k at this point or something.
Yeah, 40k with just the ring.
Yep. Doing the more optimal pathing there for Pursuer Ballista kill. Hopefully it still works with 3 ballistas. It does. Good. It does move him slightly further to the side when you do that pathing instead of a roll. But luckily he is still just barely.
Oh no, it is
Up in the way.
69, 66 that his level is. He just has 16 dex. That puts him higher up.
Yep. So he probably should be roughly fine then. After maybe popping a few salts too. Did not see what the requirement was for each level at this point. I'm guessing it's like 7
He
or
needs
8,000.
29,000 more.
It was high 6,000. 60. What's he getting at? 60. Wait, why is it saving a few?
Yeah, that is fine. 72 soul level.
Oh, because
He
he's
gets
still
his
planning
soul, that's
to
what he's fine.
respec.
Maybe he is, maybe he's not.
Yeah, time will tell.
I just figured every time you want to go for that, almost. You want to get the soul vessel.
Hopefully we'll get some more slides from Jeff here. A couple more.
He has
Kill
realized he
Maul
needs a
in.
lockstone.
He's not doing the butterfly set? Why did he not kill Molin early then? Huh.
There's not much info on what Jeff is doing yet.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
We have gained some time though. We were 4 minutes behind, now it's only 1.5. 6.
Absolutely flying. Alright, so
It's
Nick
just
here
that
back in
fast.
Las Pastel? Or...
For the soul vessel.
Ah. See. I normally just go to the mansion, but I guess it's faster.
I think this one's faster. Might be wrong.
Jump. I guess optimally, maybe what a slightly faster way would probably be to go to Kale when they drop down for the fall gate from behind, maybe? Not sure.
Yeah. Maybe getting back from Kale can be an issue if you go there with souls, but if you're flying to the dark side,
Yeah.
those giants. Anyways.
Right, so Nick here going to respec for his 69 levels. And right after
Nice.
we'll see him go to change Nade of his being, and that will be time on Nick's side, I believe. Also traversing one more full gate from behind. Or two.
Nature that he has the Hadelands.
No, he did kill the Hiding Knight.
Yeah. I'm just checking. At board.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he's definitely going here to grab one frigate from behind. Probably doing the 20 FPS jump as well, then get the second one.
Does he have a branch? He should. Yeah, he should.
I think he has a branch, but I'm not sure he grabbed the gutter full gates from behind, did he?
Clueless.
I did not notice him doing that at least.
I'll try to check. Not that I don't trust. I'm just always curious.
Yeah. I mean, if he didn't, the fog gate is probably still there, so we can ask him once he's done. Yeah, so if Nick wins, he is earning his spot in top 3. We'll fight losers.
He did
of,
get the gutter
winners
for
final tomorrow. Okay, he did. Cool. Yeah, so that will be 3 fog gates for Nick. And with gaining 3rd place, he's also guaranteed winning a bounty of at least $100. So the prize pool split is $300 for first place, $200 for second, and $100 for third. That is a lot of lime ice creams for Nick.
Yeah.
This round.
Just getting a branch here. Interesting. And finals. Rail Soldier Ring. So Jeff completing row 2 here.
Interesting. Yeah, it's
They
not the
did
worst.
get that.
Although the worst part about that roll was going to, I mean, it's both killing Sinner and going to flex towards Flexile. Honestly, are
Did we
pretty
see him
slow.
kill?
Believe you saw him fight her slightly. I'm not sure. It was during a pretty laggy period. I don't.
Yeah,
remember
Nick with the
if we saw him fight
fortune
exactly.
square is really optimal.
Yeah, that's actually very good. A lot of good overlap there with the double diagonal as well as overlapping with the column. And one of the rock.
And that's actually time for Nick. No, he hasn't marked it yet.
Yeah. He
So
does not
that's fine.
actually. Oh yeah, he didn't click. I was thinking he was killing the ogre to 4 change nader, but he already did. So GG Nick, well played. Pretty solid routing, I would say, honestly. I didn't really consider at first doing both diagonals, but they do work pretty nicely together.
Yep.
So we'll not sure Jeff is watching. No, Arya is behind.
I
Could
don't
you
want
just check
them, she
in with him?
says.
If oh, he just stopped. Okay, we'll get them both in here and have some closing words. All right, you're back. GG's, Nick.
GG's.
Solid run.
Hey guys, jeez.
Very strong performance for Jeff. Well, you both had some mistakes, but Jeff had some rough time. For example, in the gutter, I remember that Heidi Knight was. He's pretty difficult when you have base vigor. I gotta say, I've
It's
tried
just
that
always
with myself.
difficult. Impossible.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, Nick had 40 vigor for him, so I don't
hello?
think that was too bad. Yeah, we heard you, Jeff.
Oh man, I think this was possibly the worst bingo performance I've ever done in my life. Like the amount of stuff I was dying to over and over again that I really shouldn't have. It's embarrassing.
What
Yeah,
happened?
well,
The
you
amount
can
of
take
things that was-
comfort, Jeff, that most of the frames were lost, I guess, so we didn't see all the deaths.
Okay. Did the Wi-Fi cut out while I killed for sure?
No,
would
we
have.
did see that.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
okay. That was.
The headlines were
That
also
would have.
so
That would have
Yeah,
been
but
nice.
I would say I would also say ballsy move going for axe parries on Pursuer.
I ran past the Crimson Palmer, but I thought, why would I want the
Yeah.
Crimson Palmer?
Yeah, also the
What
buckler.
possible use does the Crimson?
Always double check that guy.
Buckler's slightly slower to get, and
Yeah,
the
it is.
Crimson Palmer.
And
I
Nick
would
did
done.
have some troubles also after picking up the buckler. I remember getting
Yeah.
those holes are also always rough
I-
in Scholar when
the
you got
thing-
the buckler.
The thing that really messed with me is I'd just forgotten how to kill the Pursuer if you didn't do it with the new strat.
Yeah,
I've completely
yeah.
forgotten the old Pursuer strat. So that's
Yeah.
it's embarrassing.
The
I'll have
funny
to
thing
practice that, I guess.
While you were struggling with Highlands, at the same time, Nick was struggling so hard killing lizards.
Yeah.
Cursed.
Dude, the first time I was like, yeah, okay, I didn't kill the lizard. I'll get next time. And then I tried again and I missed again. I was like, man, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Dude, please. Dude,
We saw the tilt coming out after like 3 attempts.
yeah.
I was tilted this entire run. I don't think I did a single
I was also
right play.
I was also curious, Nick, because you only got +6 after those lizards, even though you got like 28 vigor early. I'm guessing you just wanted to save souls as much as you could. But,
Yeah.
unfortunate in hindsight, since +6 would have one-shot the lizards, I guess.
Yeah. I was the only thing that I was thinking of in this entire playthrough was I need to save souls because I need 70 vigor. And I was like, dude, how much do I need? And I was like, dude, I need like 500,000 souls. And I was like, yeah, I won't get it. And then I was like, 6 lizards. Less Giant Plus and Pursuit Plus will do. And then I finished both bosses and I was like, okay, I'm still short in souls. And I was like, yeah, I'm panicking. But like, yeah, I realized that I could use Soul Vessel.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it's
man.
very hard to plan out souls for that tile,
Yeah.
for sure. It's so
I
much
just
into it.
realized, like, even if I had finished my run, I would have still lost like 10 more minutes that I hadn't even noticed. Man, I did so badly this run. My route was horrible. I should have just gone with this one with Coetus Demon.
Yeah, what was the last you were planning to do here, Jeff?
I'll mark the rows I was gonna go for.
Yeah.
In red now. Do. There you go.
Oh, Murakumo, really?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought there's crystal lizards in Seldora.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think, definitely Nick having a
Shoot.
more efficient route for that,
But,
because skipping
what-
both Seldora and Sinner and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of
But
stuff. But
dude,
it was
did
hard
you-
to see that combination, I think.
Yeah. Did you guys
I
saw
think
that Go for it, Jeff. Go for it.
I saw this combination, but I thought that going to Covetous Demon just for that square seemed way too slow. But I
Yeah.
guess it was
Yeah, also
worth.
the lizards. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
There's lizards over there.
Yeah, the lizards, and it does hit both the diagonal and the row. So at least
In general, I will
will
avoid going through cops at all costs.
Yeah,
I hate that
totally.
area. I'm
Yeah,
so weak
It's not
at
a
that.
bad general
entire
rule to
zone.
have, I think.
Definitely hard area.
Yeah.
Did you guys saw that I totally forgot to parry Skeleton Lords, and I went to
Yeah.
to gargoyles just to parry, and I had like I was struggling to parry the gargoyles, guys. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, I was a bit
Yeah.
confused by that fight at first if you were going for bright bugs or if you were gonna kill them for some other reason. But yeah,
Yeah, and there was other
realized once it
thing.
worked out.
I was doing I was doing Bell Keepers from the start, but I in my mind was Blue Sentinels. So the boss that I would actually kill with Butterfly would be the Old Dragon Slayer and not
Yeah.
Last Gen Plus. That I have to change the thing on the fly, but yeah.
Yeah, also good. That was good.
And I did a Bino thing, Lich.
Yeah, we noticed.
Be proud, please.
Oh yeah.
Dude, every time that I see opportunity of no landing grass. Okay, this sounds like a Bino board. Oh, start. I need vigor at the start. Oh, Bino board. A consumables Bino board. Yeah. So, dude, I'm
Yeah,
enjoying playing with
we were also
Binocles.
wondering for this board whether someone would just use the Craftsman's Hammer for the whole thing. Because you could just get that +1 early and use the +6 version, no +3 version once you got that. But yeah, I think the broadsword and rapier are also like second, the other good options really for this board in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have a much easier time on Sentinel Snake, but other than that, the broadsword is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that I did a mistake because I had this "Don't Speak to Leningrad" squared in my mind, and I was like, okay, so I can't. So if I can't speak to Leningrad, I will not buy the key. But I realized that the longbow is like 1,000
yeah.
souls. It's like 2,000 instead of 1,000, and I need more 4 levels to use it. So I think that was a mistake by me because if I bought the key and got the short bow, I didn't need to get the soul vessel, and this would save me a lot of time. But yeah, it's things that you think when you finish the thing.
Yeah, that's a swing though.
Yeah. Very true. But yeah, with that, we are done with this round. Unfortunately, Jeff, you are out of the tournament, but very good showing getting this far. And Nick,
Oh, well.
congratulations on moving on to the third place in tournament, guaranteeing yourself at least $100.
Yeah,
Insane.
that's really cool. 100 lime pops.
Oh, let's go.
Dennis was saying that earlier.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we'll see you again tomorrow, Nick, facing off the losers of Lichban versus Pseudo. That is going to be a
Here.
pretty exciting match to watch as well.
Oof.
Probably not really having much like looking forward to your opponent regardless of who it is, I think.
Yeah. Next
It's a
match
tough
will be
one.
rough.
Yeah, so we will be back, guys, tomorrow, 4 p.m. UTC, with 2 more matches. So join back for that, and we hope you had a good time tonight, and we'll enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, guys.
You guys too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.